Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel, episode 247. It seems the universe really wants me to speed to the finale, speed the 250 episodes. That's what it looks like to me, because yesterday, quite a bit of news dropped, and for some bizarre reason, all of it had to do with horror movies. Like every last major movie is a horror movie. Why? Don't know. But that's just how it worked out. And yeah, so let's get to all of it. So this is the first bit of news that dropped today, and this is the stuff that I thought I would only talk about in this cancel episode. I saw this drop and I was like, okay, that's my cancel episode. Little did I know Sony had some other movies that they just had to throw out there just afterwards. I'm like, well, I guess I'm talking about more stuff. But we'll talk about the other stuff a little later. First, Universal. So we're mainly talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2, not to mention the Black Phone 2 and M3GAN 2.0. I guess also Woman in the Yard and Drop, but those aren't as important. But I might as well talk about them very quickly. Woman in the Yard is now coming out March 28th, 2025, and Drop, that's April 11th, 2025. We're not here to really talk about those. We need to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which has a release date. And I think the last canceled episode, or maybe the one immediately before then, I'm not sure. I saw like a late October date, and I'm just like, well, if Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is coming out next year, then surely it has to have that date. It makes sense. I mean, that's when the last Five Nights at Freddy's movie opened late October, right before Halloween. It worked out fantastic for it. So I thought, just do the same thing again. No. In a complete shock, really to me, a complete shock, it's coming out December 5th, 2025. Yes, that is right. That is not a typo. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a December movie. So technically, it's a holiday movie. Technically, it's a Christmas movie. Five Nights at Freddy's Christmas. Yeah. I mean, I don't know it's it's so insane. And what's even crazier is that when Five Nights at Freddy's 2 comes out, it will be releasing the same month as Avatar 3. Same month. So it's going to be just a wonderful time for cinema in December 2025. So yeah, this release date is very interesting because I thought for sure October would be a lock, but it was not. It was not. Instead, that date is, well, I guess that spot is going to Black Phone 2, which was supposed to come out next June. Now it's coming out next October 17th. So I'm guessing Black Phone 2 wasn't quite ready yet. Maybe that's probably the reason. The main reason, maybe it just wasn't ready, and so they just pushed it back. And then they pushed back Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And then, not to mention, M3GAN 2.0 was supposed to come out in May, and now that's opening in June. So that's still a summer movie. That hasn't changed. But, yeah. I found this really interesting. But, I mean, I'm probably going to watch all three of these movies. The one I'm looking forward to the most is Black Phone 2, because I really like the Black Phone. I thought that was a very good horror movie, very good thriller. M3GAN 2, I'll definitely watch that. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I don't know. I did not like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but if it's better, or if it's like more meme worthy or something, then maybe I'll give it a watch. Maybe I'll just watch it just for the laughs, just for the experience of watching a Five Nights at Freddy's movie in December. Just how absurd that sounds. Maybe I'll watch it because of that. But yeah, for all you FNaF fans, you're gonna get more Five Nights at Freddy's. You're gonna get it next December. So get ready, mark your calendars. So yeah, that's all the Blumhouse news. Then Sony decided to add not one but two more movies to. I think both are both. Yeah, both. Well, I think both to 2025. Yeah, both of them. So this is the first. A new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. Doesn't have a title. It's gonna be coming out next July, July 18th, 2025, and I'm just like, why? I mean, like I Know What You Did Last Summer. That was like a '90s horror movie, and like no one like people only really remember it. They either remember the first movie or the fact that it was parodied in Scream, not Scream, Scary Movie. Like that was it. Like I know it got like a sequel that nobody liked, and I think it got like a directed DVD movie that was one of those directed DVD movies that had nothing to do with the original. So I mean that's how you know that it's quality. And I was looking up I Know What You Did Last Summer. Did you know that there was a show based off this? It only came out like a couple years ago in 2021 on Amazon Prime Video. Did anyone know about this? Anyone at all? Because I sure didn't. I had no idea it was a thing. And it only lasted like one season, and it's just and I was like, oh, I was just kind of shocked. But now this is a sequel. This is not a remake, although apparently a remake was planned, but I guess nothing. It never progressed past development. But now they're making like a sequel, and I don't. I feel like this is kind of a dumb idea. I mean, like I understand like bringing something like Scream back, making a sequel to that because like that's you could do more with that premise than I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like it's just I feel like this is dumb. This is just what do they call it? Nostalgia bait. But I don't think there's that much nostalgia for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like compared to Scream, like its reputation isn't as good. So yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah, they mentioned like right here the franchise was reimagined as a TV series that debuted on Prime Video. I had no idea it was even a thing. So yeah. Yeah, there's 2006. I'll always know what you did last summer. That was the direct to DVD movie, and then the sequel was I still know what you did last summer. The title for these movies is hella long. I don't like that. But yeah, but if you thought that was it, you're wrong. Sony just dropped. They had just had to drop one last bit of news on me with a new Insidious movie next summer. August 29th, 2025. So it's Insidious 6. And this, unlike I Know What You Did Last Summer, this makes more sense because Insidious, The Red Door, which came out last year, that did very well for itself. And I didn't expect that to happen because I thought no one would give a damn about these movies anymore, but people still do for some godforsaken reason. Um, yeah, so we're getting another one because I guess people just like watching these movies. Why? I don't know, man. But they just do. And the studio's just like, well, let's make another. And that's what's going on. So, yeah. Yeah. So it's just weird that this was just yesterday was just the day of horror. I don't get it. But that's just how this is what happened. So, yeah. But that's it with that. So now it's time to play that game. What will happen next? Well, I definitely didn't anticipate any of that going down like at all. But like May, no point talking about May or June. There's no reason. July, no reason to talk about that either. August, still no reason. We're just gonna keep on going because I already talked about this like a day or two ago with the last cancel episode, so it's no point really repeating myself. So September, we're just moving right along. October, moving right along. November, same thing, moving right along. December, blah 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 blah. I'm surprised Lionsgate didn't say anything about The Strangers chapters 2 and 3, just to add on to the pile. I'm shocked. Yeah. Let's see. And they got 2025. You got January, February, Verona's Romeo and Juliet. I don't know what that is. I'm not even gonna mention it. Then you got March. Okay, there's Woman in the Yard, March 28th. Then there's Drop, April 11th. Okay. Then you got May. May is a lot more empty now. Then you got June. There's M3GAN 2.0 opening the end of June now. A week after 28 years later. So that is just direct competition right there. And then you got July. There's I Know What You Did Last Summer. They better give it another name because if you just call it that, that's going to be hella confusing. That's the issue I had with Scream 5. They just called it Scream. So you have to like differentiate it, like put 1996 or 2022. I hate that. Either just put a number next to it or change the name. Don't just reuse names like that. It's really annoying. But anywho, then you got August right here, then September. There's him. I think I may have mentioned that, but him's on the calendar. Then there's October. There's Black Phone 2. October's looking real weird. um, then you got November, and then December. There it is, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Oh, like right after Thanksgiving. What a release date that is. And then you got all these movies that are in the ether. And they got 2026, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and yeah, nothing else to say about that. But yeah, so that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this? Got playlists on the homepage. All previous cancel episodes are made on the channel. I'm now 3 away from ending this series for good with episode 250. So we're getting real close, and it just seems like I'm just speeding towards the finale at this rate. Hopefully, episode 250, I talk about something interesting because if I don't, that's going to be real sad. But yeah, we're at 247 episodes, including this one. So if you want to watch any of the past cancel episodes, you want to binge them all from beginning to now, I highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. There's also box office predictions, where I predict box office for movies. This weekend, I do Back to Black, If, and The Strangers Chapter 1. So stay tuned for those. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I'm made on the channel, all the ones I've done this year, the past few years, you want to watch any of them, go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. I just did my April recap. Just did that like yesterday. Wasn't a fun video to make, but I did it and I'm glad it's out of my life. But my May recap, that won't be till between the 7th and the 14th of June. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.